good evening. You're watching the Newshour Agenda and I am Swati Joshi. Joining me on the broadcast live from Chennai is my colleague Pratibha Chandran. Pratibha, political temperature is soaring in the state of Tamil Nadu. The only thing that is certain at the moment is uncertainty. And as we were all discussing, where is Vijay going to get those numbers from? The AIDMK and DMK decided, as per reports, to spring a surprise by having a conversation reportedly about joining hands. What's happening?
Swati, 118 looks extremely elusive for Vijay at the moment. It was a phenomenal debut for Vijay, the actor turned politician. His party is just about 2 years old. He got 108 seats in Tamil Nadu. That was entrenched with Dravidian politics for over 5 decades. So it's been a phenomenal entry for Vijay. But that crown seems to be slightly elusive because tomorrow was the day when he was expected to swear in as the Chief Minister, to take oath as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. But there seems to be a twist in the tail because he doesn't have the numbers. The Congress party may have extended its complete support to Vijay with some conditions attached, but he still needs support of 5 other MLAs as well. Where is that number going to come from? Even as Vijay was reaching out to smaller political parties, including the CPI and CPM, it looked like there were talks also ongoing, parallel talks between the AIADMK and the DMK. That was the latest buzz, that could be a possibility. There were reports as well. But it looks like the DMK has denied it completely and has said that we concede defeat, we are going to be in the opposition and we are not going to hold any talks with the AIADMK, because that would have been a true betrayal of the people of Tamil Nadu, because for 5 decades they've been rivals. Would they have come back together? That would have been the biggest question, Swati. So the next few hours are going to be very interesting to see what actually happens.
Absolutely. And Pratibha, do stay on with us. Till an hour back, all eyes were on King of Tamil Nadu, Vijay. How will he reach the magic mark of 118? Who, apart from Congress, will extend their support to TVK to form a government in Tamil Nadu? Will it be the smaller parties or one of the major political force in the state, AIDMK? That was the biggest focus for all of us. But the tables turned when reports started coming in, as per sources, that talks are on between the AIDMK and DMK over a possible alliance. So, if at all, there's no harm in talking about the possibility. If at all, the two age-old rivals consider an alliance, what will it look like? What will happen? Do they have the numbers? Let's quickly break down the details here on the big screen. So AIDMK has 47 seats and DMK has 59. Even if they decide to come together, they need 12 more because the majority mark is 118. Of course, now spokespersons and leaders are denying that there was ever such conversation that has happened of an alliance, but this is something that could happen if they ever decide to come together. And meanwhile, as far as the other parties are concerned, TVK has 108, Congress has 5, PMK has 4, IUML 2, CPIM 2, and the CPIML has 2 seats. So this is the current situation. Now let's tell you what happens if both DMK and AIDMK decide to join hands with the smaller parties without the BJP. What could that look like? So AIDMK without the BJP, 52, DMK plus without Congress, 68. Total is 120. The majority mark is 118. So that would have been a comfortable situation for this particular alliance if that were to happen. But when Times Now questioned a DMK spokesperson, Mr. A. Sarvaran, whether they are engaging in talks with the AIDMK or not, he clearly denied. Listen in.
Are you trying to flirt with the ADMK? You didn't.
Not at all. Not at all.
No.
See, no way. Why should we? See, we have reconciled ourselves to the fact that we have lost this election. We don't want anything more.
All right. So why would we need to, asks Mr. Sarvaran. He says, never, this is not going to happen. We have Dharni, Imran, Somit and Kritika joining us on the broadcast. Pratibha continues to be with us as well. Dharni, where is Vijay going to get the numbers from? That's, of course, the big question. We were earlier told Governor has given time till tonight.
Well, at the moment, the AIDMK has made it very clear that they will not be extending any support to Vijay's Tamil Nadu Kalagam. So, at the moment, Vijay has 12 1 and 2 seats at his hand, and he will need 6 more seats to attain the magic number of 118. So Vijay will have to wait for the response from VCK, CPI and CPIM. When we tried getting in touch with the high commands of all these 3 parties, that is Mr. Thirumavalavan, Mr. Shanmugam and Mr. Veerapandiyan, all of them told Times Now that day after tomorrow, that is on May 8, they've called for a high-level meeting in their respective political parties, and during this high-level internal meeting, they will decide whether to go with TVK or not, and they'll make an announcement on the same day, is what they've told us. So on May 8, we'll get a clear picture about whether VCK and the left parties are going to extend support to Mr. Vijay or not. And if these 3 parties are not going to extend support to TVK, then Vijay, most likely, he'll not be able to arrive at the magic number of 118, and we have to wait and see how that pans out forward.
Okay, before we discuss more about TVK, I want to quickly go across to Imran. Imran, and let's shift our focus for a bit there on the unprecedented development and the unthinkable that was reported a short while back. Is it possible that maybe such talks are happening between the high commands of both these parties, and perhaps the spokespersons at the moment are not in a position to confirm, to deny any of that?
Well, absolutely. In fact, the DMK source we got the information and spoke to said that the levels at the highest level of both the parties were discussing about this, because there is very clear that if they allow TVK Vijay's party to set in, or Vijay to set in, then they're looking for at least next 10 years of out of power. So rather be in power and compromise on certain issues than to allow Vijay to cement his seat in the power there. Now this is as unprecedented as Vijay coming to power in Tamil Nadu. This is almost an earthquake now in Tamil Nadu politics, that 2 political rivals there coming together, setting aside their ideological differences. That is very, very important as far as the issue is concerned, saying that in the name of Dravidian unity, they're coming together and to unseat this upstart of the Vijay's TVK party. At the moment, DMK say that they've also asked sent feelers to the governor not to accept Vijay's any proposal as of right now, since both the parties are in talks. At the moment, they're waiting for EPS to get his house in order, then both parties will go to the governor. Whether it will happen or not, we have to wait and see, but the talks are happening, and senior either happening at the top level of both the parties.
Earthquakes in the political landscape of Tamil Nadu, Pratibha?
That's the question. Swati, I just want to make one point that, they say that politics makes for strange bedfellows, and yes, we have seen multiple rivals ally with each other. We've seen that within the India bloc. We saw that happen with the Congress and the AIADMK party. But it is very different in Tamil Nadu, because the AIADMK and the DMK have been against each other for over 5 decades. For the last 5 decades, it has been a battle between the AIADMK and the DMK. So if they do ally together for the next 5 years, this is going to have a much longer impact, and the people of Tamil Nadu are not going to be happy, and that will be the true betrayal. I'm not sure if the 2 parties would really want that. If we can bring in Shomit here as well on this conversation. Shomit, on one side, yes, there are speculations on whether the AIADMK and the DMK is in conversation, but all of this is also coming in because Vijay doesn't have the numbers. Take us through what happened. Vijay also met the governor. Why did the governor ask him if he has the numbers, and what is the TVK going to do now? Because Vijay and his party do still remain the single largest party in the state at the moment.
Well, see, it's actually the TVK's right. Basically, governor has to summon the single largest party. So they should invite them to form the government. So, because it is the high possibility that because of the talks going on between the AIDMK and the DMK, they might have already informed the governor. Talks are on, and we do have the number if we come together. So, don't invite anyone or don't give any nod to any political party. So, the other any political party is nothing but TVK. So TVK will have the number only after if the left parties and the VCK come together along with the Congress. So initially, but by tonight the time was given for the TVK, and just a while ago, I think short 1.5 hour ago, Arjun has again come here along with his legal team. Right now we are reporting from the governor office. So he came here, he has submitted the letter of approval from the Congress party to the governor, signed.
Absolutely. Like you said, TVK, yes, is the single largest party. And Kritika, there are many who are wondering why isn't the governor already extending that official invite to TVK to come form the government? And of course, whether they have majority or not will be decided on the floor of the House.
Well, absolutely, Swati. That is one big question here. But remember, the governor has the discretion, in fact, to wait and be convinced of whether or not a single leader will be able to hold a stable government. This is also what we're hearing from sources is the reason why the governor is currently holding out and has not himself invited, TVK's Vijay to form the party, even as he has been elected as the leader of the party of TVK yesterday. Currently, we're reporting from the camp office. You'll be able to see, in fact, Vijay's convoy also inside. This is where yesterday cabinet formation discussions were happening between Vijay as well as some key MLAs from the TVK party. Right after they met with all the MLAs as well as the general secretaries of the party at the Panniyur TVK headquarters. However, currently we're looking at a completely different scenario wherein the AIADMK and DMK, as per sources, are holding talks to in fact come together. This again remains a question because will the left parties and the VCK lend support?
So it now depends absolutely on the smaller regional parties whether they are going to offer their support to Vijay or not. Congress already has, that has been confirmed, offered its support in terms of the 5 MLAs that the Congress party has. I'm thanking Imran, Soumit, Kritika and Dharni, and Pratibha is going to continue to be with us on the broadcast. In fact, Pratibha earlier spoke to DMK MP from Coimbatore, Ganapati Rajkumar, just a short while ago, who dismissed the possibility of any alliance with the AIDMK.
Ganapati, there are a lot of reports that there are talks now happening between AIADMK and DMK. Is that true?
No. I don't think that's happening. That's an interesting rumor going around, being circulated, but I don't think that's happening.
Okay, is there no truth to it? Any talks happening between ADMK, DMK? Were there any feelers from the ADMK for the DMK to have talks? Any such?
What we heard is AIDMK is about to be broken or something like that is happening, but not like DMK and AIDMK is talking something. That is not possible.
So it's ruled out completely?
It's ruled out.
Okay, because you've been rivals for a very long time. It would have been quite a surprise for people of Tamil Nadu. But in politics, you never know to keep out Vijay. Is that something that DMK may consider perhaps?
It's an interesting rumor. I don't think that's going to happen.
Pratibha continues to be with us. Pratibha, the other big talking point is the reaction that has come in from the DMK on the Congress offering its support to TVK, saying that they've backstabbed us, that they are the betrayers. Also, there's a very big question mark that critics are putting on the unity of the I.N.D.I.A. That's the larger debate, isn't it? Pratibha, can you hear me? Okay, it looks like I'm not able to reach to Pratibha. Let me in fact open this up and go across to our guests. We are joined by Mr. Kalyan Raman of the BJP. We have S.S. Sriram, political analyst, Rahul Gandhi, national spokesperson of the DMK, Dr. Suman C. Raman, political analyst, James Martin, TVK supporter, and Kamru Zaman Chaudhary, political analyst. Good evening to all of you. Kamru Zaman Chaudhary, I want to come to you first. I'm sure you know how the DMK has responded to the Congress offering its support to TVK. Questions now being also raised on the unity of the I.N.D.A. Allegations that power ke liye kuch bhi karega.
It's not like this. When BJP does such type of things, then it's a master stroke. And when Congress tries to be in the corridors of power, then you say that it's backstabbing. It's not like that. But the basic point, out here that everybody is forgetting, there is a set principle that has been laid down by the Sarkaria Commission, which says that pre-poll alliance with the majority gets the first preference. Second is the second largest party with support of others. Third, post-poll coalition with majority. And the fourth is the single largest party if no clear coalition exists. That is defined very well by the Sarkaria Commission. Now, I don't know whether Tamil Nadu has got another Koshyari as a governor out there in the name of Rajendra Arlekar. If BJP has got one seat in Tamil Nadu and they don't have any stake to play out there, nobody has accepted them, right from the voters to any political party of Tamil Nadu. There is no way that you can stall TVK from forming the government in Tamil Nadu. Okay. First point. Second point that I'm coming out here is, listen, Congress party being out of power in Tamil Nadu, though we have been sharing power, but we were not directly in the ministry in Tamil Nadu.
Yes.
This is the first time that the people of Tamil Nadu have voted a non-Dravidian party to power. The TVK might have been short of a few seats, but their chances are there that INC extending support, the other smaller parties coming to support once the government is formed.
Okay.
So it's incumbent upon the governor of
All
Tamil
right.
Nadu to invite TVK to form the government.
Okay. Okay. I want to bring in Mr. Gandhi very quickly into it. Kamruzaman Chaudhary shifting the goalpost from what the DMK is saying to what is transpiring in terms of the governor. But Mr. Gandhi, Congress party says this really is not backstabbing. You know, when the DMK decided to go alone for the Lok Sabha elections, the Congress party never reacted that way. So why are you calling this betrayal?
See, it's certainly different because alliances may come and go. That is a different case altogether. But here, as far as the Congress party is concerned, Congress party fought the elections in alliance with the DMK. And overnight, after winning 5 seats, on the strength of DMK, on the plank of anti-TVK, because the 5 seats which they won, in every constituency there were TVK candidates. So people voted against TVK in those constituencies for Congress. So it's a clear betrayal. No other political party in this country has done this. You can go after 6 months, you can go after one year, say citing some difference of opinion. But overnight, after winning the election on the votes of DMK, ditching the party and going to the opponent camp is nothing but a clear case of betrayal, which no party in the political history of India has done it so far.
But I want to ask Mr. Kamruzman Chaudhary on what the DMK has been saying, that a vote for the Congress party is also a vote for the DMK because they campaigned together. But look at the TVK. It was campaigning completely against the DMK. All along, you didn't say anything. You were with the DMK. And now suddenly, to have a share in power, you're ready to go with the TVK. Is that not betrayal?
No, in electoral democracy, ma'am, this is a very common thing. You know, BJP allying with the PDP of Jammu and Kashmir. There are examples. BJP winning on the strength of Nitish Kumar in Bihar and ultimately ditching Nitish Kumar and forming their own chief minister in the Bihar state of Bihar. In Maharashtra, we saw how they tore both the parties, that NCP and the Shiv Sena, into 2 parts just to grab the seat of power. These are all holier than thou, but when Congress tries to be on the right side of the power, that means there is a problem all along the whole year around. You have been castigating Congress on national debates, where I was also there. That DMK had said Sanatan is this thing, that
no,
thing.
But Mr. Kamruzaman, the difference between what has happened in Bihar and what is happening in Tamil Nadu is that it's your own ally who's saying, it's not someone else. Your own ally is saying that you've betrayed them. That's the difference. I want to very quickly bring in Sumansi Raman as well. Sumansi Raman, one second. Sumansi Raman, here the allegation is that you fought as part of an alliance. You got 5 seats, you got 5 MLAs, and now you are backstabbing DMK. And for the first time, in fact, you know, the Congress party is saying that our prospects have been hurt because of you. The people of Tamil Nadu rejected DMK.
I don't know if you will remember, the DMK spent better part of 5 years in Atal Bihari Vajpayee's government. Few months before the election, they dumped the I.N.D.I.A. and switched over to the other side. So these things are in politics. Nothing is, all is fair in love, war and politics. So I think that what the problem really is that the Congress could have chosen to take this decision before the election, because that was a strong rumor, was that they would plan to go with the TVK. The TVK offered them 75 seats. They could have chosen that and they could have now had a share of power. Instead, having taken a Rajya Sabha seat from the DMK just a few weeks ago, taken these 28 seats and won only 5 of them, now to go over to the other side so soon after the election doesn't seem fair. But let's be honest, the Congress also knows that should they want to come back, the DMK will take them back. Because the DMK also needs the Congress. It's a symbiotic relationship. So there is no way, supposing things don't work out with TVK, hypothetically, and the Congress goes back, the DMK will take it back. They have no choice because they need the minority votes, they need the Congress vote. So there is no problem.
So you're saying don't take the moral high ground. This happens in politics.
You can't. When the 2 parties split in 2014, the then Chief Minister, Mr. Karunanidhi, said that Kuda Nattu Kedai Mudiyo in Tamil, which means bad company leads to ruin. 3.5 years later, they were back together in an alliance. And that alliance has continued after that for another 8 years or so. So I think it's a little, in politics there are no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, only permanent interest, and the interest is only related to your own interest and not anybody else's. So that's the operating principle.
Okay, but Mr. James Martin, should the TVK have gone with the Congress party before the alliance? Would that have worked better for the TVK, perhaps even crossing the 118 mark? And, it's not just about these 5 years. You also have the Lok Sabha elections coming in. If Vijay wants to see himself as a political leader in the coming years, to have a legacy in Tamil Nadu, would it be better to ally with the Congress party? Because it looks like the Congress party has much more to gain in this alliance than the TVK.
See, actually, Vijay team doesn't deny the Congress alliance. Actually, the Congress people, that is most of the major senior players also wanted to combine with the TVK. But certain MLAs and certain, leaders opposed the TVK alliance and they went with the DMK. And now, since you can see the enjoyment in the Congress camp, they're literally enjoying the alliance with the TVK because they are now believing that there is a possibility of growth of the Congress party in the ground level and also in the upcoming local body elections as well as in the legislative assembly elections. So the Congress believe now there is a hope. Yes, there is in politics since Suman C. Raman referred a Tamil line. I too want to do certain line. There is a comedy line, so in politics, it is practical and it is possible. So now Congress is cheering up because there is a hope, and also they are offering their alliance because they see TVK as a secular.
So since you're saying that it is practical and it's possible, there were also reports that, in the leadership of Mr. Shanmugam, there are over 30 MLAs of the AIDMK who are pushing for a tie-up with TVK. Is that also practical, possible for the TVK to accept support for in case that happens?
See, actually, there are two different sources regarding they are joining up as a team to avoid or remove EPS from the leadership. And also there is a talk, we must support from outside, either from outside to form TVK government. So since there is no official statements, but I believe recently the AIDMK denied support for TVK. But there is a possibility, it happens actually, and also there is a lot of time to prove the majority in the floor. But now Vijay is seeking, permission to swear and oath as a chief minister, and there is a possibility of, I believe, 10 days more there to prove their majority numbers. But now since governor is denying, like you said in the show earlier, now DMK and...
No, I didn't say the governor is denying. I didn't say the governor is denying. Yes, Vijay met the governor earlier. Then Adav Arjuna also met the governor, apprised the governor of how the Congress party has offered its support with 5 MLAs to TVK. S.S. Sriram, a lot of questions in fact being asked on why is TVK not being asked to prove its majority on the floor of the House, irrespective of whether they get those 5 seats and where they get them from.
Well, I think, morally, one should give the largest party an opportunity in the floor of the House, to prove the majority. But having said that, let Congress need not preach the BJP. Let them not forget the Karnataka incident in 2018 when BJP fell short by about few seats, getting 103, and with the alliance partner of JDS who secured 37. Congress jumped in and gave its 80 seats to ensure that to stay BJP away from the power. And likewise, they did the same thing in Maharashtra. When Shiv Sena fought along with BJP and Shiv Sena jumped to form its own government, they supported it. And likewise in Rajasthan, when Gehlot fell short of 5 MLAs, they went in alliance with BSP, which had 5 MLAs, and they formed the government and eventually made all the 5 merge to Congress. So these things do happen in politics, and I am for Vijay to be given an opportunity. But what I think Vijay should have also done, yes, he has got the major vote percentage and the seats, but he's definitely not a big party. Probably to settle down things quickly, he could have approached AIDMK, which had enough numbers, so that he could have also learnt the trade. I mean, I'm sure he's fresh. He could have gone in a post-poll alliance with the AIDMK, which no one could have stopped. And because after all, his seats or what the majority he got was against DMK and not majorly to AIDMK. So he could have probably done that instead of going for a retail shopping, he could have done a wholesale shopping, which he missed out. Yes, but probably he must be given an opportunity to prove his majority in the floor of the House, is my opinion, please.
Okay, Mr. Kalyanaraman, what do you make of that? Many are raising questions on the governor. In a state like Tamil Nadu that has seen multiple incidents of a standoff between the government and the governor in the previous government, it seems to be starting off even with the TVK on a rough note.
Before I answer to you, I remember the first gentleman to start the debate had said about Sarkaria Commission. I don't know when the Sarkaria Commission's suggestions or recommendations take precedence over SC rulings. SC ruling demands for the largest formation, of course, yes, the pre-poll alliance, and the largest party. Of course, they should be in a position to convince the governor, the constitutional authority, that they do have numbers. When the SC ruling will have overriding effect on Sarkaria Commission or any commission for that matter, such utterances are unconstitutional as such. So I want the gentleman to correct himself. Then coming to the question of the governor's role. As I said, the governor must be convinced in the first place that the concerned party has the numbers. That is 118 in the case of Tamil Nadu. They have 108 minus 1 that Vijay has to forego, either Trichy East or Perambur. Of course, it is Trichy East. So it is 107 at his disposal. He still needs 11 more numbers. And 5 is being offered by Congress that eventually makes it as 112. Where are the 6 more numbers? The governor is within his right to ask. Maybe he is asking what is something I do not know. I am not privy to it. I cannot be privy to it. He is a constitutional authority. I represent a party. So I cannot go and ask the governor what have you asked the concerned party is. So when that being the prerogative of the governor, he is using his discretion.
Okay.
He might have given them time to prove the numbers.
Okay, governor using his discretion. The single largest party also has to convince the governor. Kamruzaman Chaudhary wants to come in. Perhaps, Kamruzaman Chaudhary, you can tell us what is the strategy, what is the inside scoop, where are those rest of the seats numbers coming from?
One clarification I need. I was just checking the website of the Election Commission wherein it's showing TVK has 108 seats, if I'm not wrong. The Indian National Congress with 5 seats, that comes up to 113, and another 5 more seats they will be needing. So it's prerogative of the governor to take a decision. His role is discretionary but not arbitrary. What happens ultimately, the float test in the assembly will decide who actually has the majority. It's not the governor's discretion to deny the largest party at a stake to form the government, because all efforts of the governor should be to facilitate a majority government in place, not create an uncertainty in the state wherein no party can be able to form a government. Now, permutation and combination between different political parties is a particular party's prerogative. What I mean to say is that Congress party, we are ambitious of Tamil Nadu. We want to be in the power of the state after so many long years. We have just now captured Kerala. We are there in Karnataka. We are there in Telangana. This is the 6th state that the Congress party.
That's what your allies are saying, that you want to be in power. That's why you were ready to ditch them. That's why you betrayed them. Pratibha has a question for Sumansi Raman.
I think he is exhibiting his greed.
Yeah. Mrs. Sumansi Raman, the argument being made is that it is for the governor to decide whether there are numbers or not, because it will be counterproductive if he takes oath as the chief minister, but he is not able to prove majority in the floor of the House. Do you agree with that?
No. The rule is the convention and the Supreme Court judgments are all very clear on this. When the single largest party falling short of a majority is the only one staking a claim and no other coalition or party is presenting a viable alternative with majority support, The governor is expected to invite the leader of the single largest party to form the government, and with the condition that that leader will prove the majority on the floor of the House. So this is what the governor should do. Now, if the governor had delayed because one of the other groups had staked a claim, I could have understood it. Because there are now two people who claim to have a majority. I don't know who has got the majority. So you please bring the list of 118. Here is a case where there is only one claimant to form a government, and that claimant happens to be the single largest party. What more do you require? There is no mandate or requirement in the constitution that the majority must be proven in the Raj Bhavan. The majority is meant to be proven on the floor of the House.
Right.
So you need to swear in the government and give Vijay a certain period of time, which is your discretion. You can say you have to prove it in even 48 hours or a week. But that is the right thing to do. Not, leave it hanging like this and saying, I'm consulting legal experts. Tomorrow we are told he's going to be in Kerala because the Kerala government also needs to be sworn in. So when does this end? And the longer it goes on, MLAs are in resorts. We're told 40 TVK MLAs are kept in resorts.
Absolutely. I think like Mr. S.S. Sriram said, wholesale shopping is better than retail shopping. At the moment, I believe Vijay is focusing on retail shopping. I want to bring in Mr. Gandhi though. Mr. Gandhi, Kamruzaman Chaudhary says this is, convenience. And we have seen this across alliance. We've seen this across political parties. So you cannot really place the blame on the Congress party and say that they've betrayed you. You have a separate arrangement in the state. There's a separate arrangement in the I.N.D.I.A bloc. The Congress has found a separate one with TVK now.
So it cannot be considered as a mere convenience, because convenience means one party having an alliance with another party is always a matter of convenience. That is not an issue. But here, as far as the Congress party is concerned, Congress party could have taken this decision much before the elections, because even before the elections, the relationship between the Congress and DMK were not so good. There were fissures, and even at that point of time.
No, but the high commands kept on saying everything is absolutely right. That there may be one or two Congress leaders who may be making statements against the DMK, but that's not the case.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. And finally, the High Command have to pitch in and say that the relationship is good and patched up. But if the Congress, the very same High Command, if they were very serious, they should have ditched the alliance at that point of time itself. Then nobody's going to question. But here the issue is, you fought against TVK on the ground, and people voted for you on anti-TVK plank, and now overnight, yesterday was the counting, 4th was the counting, you are going to Congress on 6th. So is it not a matter of a kind of an immoral shifting of alliance? How can you substantiate it? We are not concerned about it, because our leader has taken a position very clear. We are not in the business of forming the government. We will be a responsible opposition. So whoever is becoming the CM, whether it is Vijay or somebody else, is not a matter of concern for us. But the point is how a political party which has got 5 seats sitting contesting from our alliance, shifting allegiance to the straight opponent. Is it a characterless, immoral behavior on the side of Congress?
Listen, one simple thing that you must understand is that
what can realistically happen? That's the question, because now you have a situation where Vijay was all set to take oath tomorrow. That is not happening. The AIADMK and the DMK are also not in a position to stake claim. So what happens? Will Tamil Nadu be waiting in suspense until Vijay is able to prove to the governor that he has all the numbers?
No, it is a discretion of the governor, because the constitution very clearly says it is a simple majority, whereas the precedent says the single largest party can be invited to form the government. Now, which option should be exercised? It is an absolute discretion of the governor, and the governor can exercise the discretion based on the situation prevailing on the ground.
Okay.
So the governor will take the decision appropriately. Why are we hurrying up?
Okay, why are we hurrying? Why is there a rush? Let the governor take an appropriate decision. But Kamruzaman Chaudhary, I have a separate question for you. I mean, yes, Vijay will ultimately convince the governor, and the process will be followed. How will you convince the other constituents of the I.N.D.I.A bloc to trust the Congress party?
Now, listen, here's a very important question. Congress party cannot remain for long under the shadows of the regional parties. Let's be very clear about it. It's time that the Congress party reasserts itself at the national level, at the state level. What happened in Tamil Nadu, what's happening in West Bengal, what's happening in Bihar, what's happening in Uttar Pradesh. We have sacrificed ourselves. We have sacrificed our vote share for the regional parties. And if we, for a convenience, for the sake of being in the power, we go and align with another like-minded party, then we are called backsteppers. So be it. But we
Mr.
need
Stalin,
to keep our flock
Stalin
together.
said Rahul Gandhi should be the Prime Minister. And this is
accept.
how you pay
Congress
back.
Party
That's what DMK is asking.
Yeah, Congress party workers still has got lot of respect for Stalin ji, lot of respect for the DMK leaders in Tamil Nadu. They have been all-weather friend of the Congress party, whether be it in parliament or in the streets of Tamil Nadu. But the point out here is that we also have got to keep our flocks together. The time that we need to be subservient and play a second fiddle to the regional parties is gone. We people, we are answerable to our cadres that are there at the grassroots level. Sir, how long are we going to stay out of power? 50 years in West Bengal, we are not there. In other states, how many years we have not been there? So it's time, when time comes, we'll be there. 2015, Nitish Kumar with Rashtriya Janata Dal, with Congress party fought the elections. And then what happened? Nitish Kumar backstepped. Congress and the RJD alliance walked out and formed the government with the BJP. That was holier than thou. Now BJP and other parties will give lectures to us. Sorry, I will not accept it. But yes, the problems that are there in forming the government needs to be sorted out. Our top leadership will try and convince Stalin ji, the DMK leadership, and be a better, alliance at the national level together.
No, this instance, it's a clear example.
Okay, one by one. I think Mr. Sriram wants to come in. Allow Mr. Sriram to come in, and then Mr. Kalyan Raman can.
My 2 points to the DMK spokesperson. In 2019, when Shiv Sena fought in alliance with BJP in Maharashtra, and when they broke and when they joined the Maha Vikas Aghadi, Mr. Stalin welcomed it, saying that is the best thing to do. It hurts him for losing 5 MLAs to TVK. And on that day, they welcomed it and they said it is the right thing to do. I'm just giving this recall to the DMK, which said what Shiv Sena was doing right. That is one. Point number 2, what is his position on the governor today? Had it been a BJP-ruled state, where the opposition probably has the majority of seats, and if that governor had delayed in calling that single largest party to swear in, hell would have broken out in Tamil Nadu. The same Mr. Gandhi would have called the governor as postman, the governor has no powers, the governor is a fascist. Why is he quiet today? I mean, these pseudo sort of issues should also be exposed. Why I firmly believe that a governor's prerogative of calling the single largest party to prove its majority is ethical or is the right thing to do. But DMK sitting here giving lectures at their convenience is something which I really want to expose. Let them answer truthfully what the governor is doing right or wrong, or ask him to take a stand on this, Swati.
No, this gives all the more reason for the governor not to invite this particular alliance of TVK and Congress to form the government, because even the governor cannot trust Congress, whether the Congress will extend support for TVK. Oh. That is the level of uncertainty. Today, yesterday TVK was with DMK, today it was with TVK, and tomorrow we don't know with whom TVK is going to be. At least Congress should be loyal to TVK and Vijay. So, where is the question of governor considering this particular
what's your take on Shiv Sena?
And inviting this coalition to form the government? When Congress is flipping its sides on a daily basis.
Okay. I think Pratibha wants to come in. My colleague Pratibha wants to come in. Pratibha, over to you.
Yeah. Yes, Swati, I just want to ask Kamruzman Chaudhary ji the same that you were mentioning as well, and what the other panelists are saying as well on the politics of convenience. Isn't that the charge that Congress party will be facing? Because even in the pre-poll alliance, it was clear to the Congress party from the DMK that there's no question of the Congress party getting a share in power, but the Congress party was ready to go with the DMK. That was not about loyalty. Now, seeing that the DMK could not get the numbers, the Congress is ready to go with the TVK. Is it going to be a short-sighted decision that the Congress party makes? That's the question. Because in 2029, what happens? The DMK has been one of the biggest allies of the Congress party at the center.
Yeah, absolutely. You see, prior to the elections and when we seat sharing adjustments were going on, the talks, our own MP Manikam Tagore, he tried very hard to forge an alliance with the TVK pre-elections. Even Praveen Chakravarti also were on the favor of this. But then the top leadership of the party decided to stay with the DMK. We have felt there was a definite anti-incumbency against the DMK on the
that
state.
That is the question, that even now you have put the decision entirely on the state, because even now it's not been shown as if the High Command has taken that decision. Is the High Command taking the easy way out by saying that this is a decision of the state leadership? Jaisa aapne kaha ki, this is the time for the Congress party to get its share in power, to give a message across the country. Then why isn't the High Command coming forward and giving that message? Why is it coming through the state leadership?
Everything cannot be discussed and debated out here, and a lot of things are outside my domain also. What the top leadership are discussing and deciding, it's for them. We'll get to know in the due course. But whatever has come to the public domain, only one thing I can say, the workers, the leaders of Tamil Nadu are very much happy and very much eager to join the TVK government if at all it is invited by the governor.
Okay.
Second point is out here that there is in principle an ideological match with the TVK. Because he has already said that I will form a secular government in the state, and Congress is for secularism. We don't want any type of divisive politics in the state.
Okay.
Once I faced at least 10 debates
now, I
on
think
your
Mr.
time
Kalyan
now.
Raman should come in on that. That is a condition of the Congress party, that communal forces cannot enter this alliance, or else, Congress party is not willing to be... One second, at least let me finish the question. Or else Congress party is not comfortable with it. Also, what I saw during the course of the debate is that you pretty much agree with the DMK leader, that you're on the same page today. You may have fought elections against them, but today at least you agree with Mr. Gandhi on everything that he seems to be saying.
If the communal forces are not to be allowed to govern, then the Congress should be kept out, for the simple reason that out of 19 seats that they won in Assam, all the 19 went to one community, which is not a majority community, who are all Muslims. And out of 360 seats, they won 21. 20 among them all were all Muslims. So who is communal? Who brought in Sharia law? Who turned down the Allahabad High Court judgment on Shabanu case? A brutal, barbaric majority that the Congress had. This is why you lost, gentlemen. Mr. Chaudhary, you are talking about you taking power in hand. You lost power in multiple states. You are less than 5% in Uttar Pradesh, you are less than 15% in Maharashtra, you are less than 5% in West Bengal, you are less than 5% in Bihar, you are less than 5% in Tamil Nadu, you are less than 1% in Andhra Pradesh, you are less than 7% in Odisha. That essentially means in more than 300 seats, you are less than 5%, 10%, not more than 15%, which is Maharashtra. That means what? You are nowhere to be seen. You are never going to rule the country. Whether it is Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka or whoever you might name, you will never be able to, with having just
Mr.
5
Gandhi,
seats.
do you agree with a lot of things that the Congress party has said now, and the premise that it has placed for the TVK as well, that it should be only secular forces, because you have parties like the IUML that have come out and said they can also be aligned with the TVK, but they have come out and said that this is not just about electoral policies, this is an ideological decision, which is why we remain with the DMK. Did you expect even the Congress party to do the same?
I didn't get the question.
Who was that for, Pratibha, that question?
Mr. Gandhi of the DMK, for the Congress party to now say that, we want to keep the secular, we want to ensure that the secular fabric of Tamil Nadu stays. Is that what was expected of the Congress party? And do you believe that? Because IUML said that this is ideological, we will never go with the TVK, we are with DMK.
No, what type of sheer opportunism this is? If that is the position of Congress, TVK offered them 70 seats before the elections. They could have very well gone with TVK and contested the elections. And at that time also, TVK was not aligning with BJP. So, where is the question of now coming and saying that to keep the secular fabric, we are aligning with TVK? It is a clear case of opportunism, which is not expected of Congress, particularly a national party like Congress. Because this will set a very, very wrong precedent across the nation, wherein everyone, every coalition partner across the country will lose confidence with Congress.
Okay.
Because till today, in the political history of India, no party has changed its color within a day from the day
Like
they
you
are
say, no
declared
party
elected.
in the history of India's politics has done that. Kamruzaman Chaudhary says there are several examples if you look closely when it comes to the political history of this country and the parties. Let me very quickly go across to James Martin, and this is my last question to you, Mr. Martin. Can you perhaps now share some inside scoop on where the rest of the seats are coming from and what's going to happen as far as the oath-taking ceremony is concerned?
Okay, actually, I can't assure about oath-taking ceremony, which may not happen tomorrow. There is time till midnight. But the other seats, like we already discussed, a part of group of AIDMK is also ready to offer their support. And also TVK has called BCK, and they also, our leader, the party leader didn't oppose straight away. He said, we'll be discussing and we'll let you know. And also there is communist, and also PMK, and also AIMMK, who are ready to extend their support. So yeah, there is some time line for that, and many people are supporting, will support TVK. The reason is because the people were expecting a change, and they have voted for a change of government in the Tamil Nadu state. So the other parties have an eye that these two Dravidian parties are not doing so much good in favor of people in Tamil Nadu. So it is time to move and make some other changes. And also, they have an intention to have, power sharing.
All right.
They would like to have ministries or in local bodies. So their intention also there. So, which definitely I can also...
Okay, you're not revealing much. You're not revealing much. Perhaps we'll have to wait. The media personnel will have a field day tomorrow as well. I'm thanking all the guests. Thank you very much for joining us in the broadcast. And Pratibha will be live with us tomorrow as well. Pratibha, it'll be a busy day for you. Thank you very much for the updates, the inputs from your end. With that, I'm wrapping up the show. Thank you to the viewers for watching us.